Shiradike namastute, Shiradike namastute, Shiradike namastute, Shiradike namastute, Shiradike.
There's a very beautiful verse glorifying Sri Vrindavan, spoken by Lord Chaitanya. It's in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 21, text 45. Vrindavan Dham is very soft due to the mercy of the Supreme Lord, and it is especially opulent because of the mood of conjugal love that pervades every speck of dust in Sri Vrindavan. Vrindavan is glorious because the transcendental glories of the son of Maharaj Nanda are fully exhibited. And the last line is especially beautiful. Under the circumstances, not the least anxiety ever arises in the heart of a true Brajabasi. And there's another verse I can share. This is Krishna speaking to his father, Nanda Maharaj, in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:24-24. My dear father, our home is not in the cities, towns, or villages. Being forest dwellers, we always live in the forest and on the hills. So today, on the first day of our Kartik Parikrama, we find ourselves at Varaha Ghat. This was previously a ghat on the Jamuna River. 5,000 years ago, the Jamuna River ran right where the Parikrama Marg is today. Actually, in those days, you could say Vrindavan was like an island, at least this part of Vrindavan, not Braj Mandala. But the village of Vrindavan was at that time surrounded by the Jamuna River. She shifted in time by her own desire, but the ghat remains here. A ghat, of course, is a place where boats land to let people off from the river to the land, and it's a place where devotees come to bathe. Our acharyas describe that this is the first ghat in Vrindavan, Varaha Ghat. Of course, with their naked eye, when you look around, you see apartment buildings now and hear honking horns, but it is said that a saintly person sees through his ears, not through his eyes. Thus, Shravanam Kirtanam brings Krishna Smaranam, remembrance of Krishna, and that's the purpose of our Parikrama. To always remember Krishna and never forget him. Lord Varaha had very beautiful pastimes here with Krishna's gopis. Everything's possible in Vrindavan. Lord Varaha is actually quite popular in the greater Vrindavan, or Mathura Vrindavan Mandal. There's another important ghat called Vishram Ghat. The history of Vishram Ghat goes back to very ancient times. Actually, you could say to Satya Yuga, when Lord Varaha, the boar incarnation, lifted the earth, Bhumi, from the Garbhodak ocean. The earth had been thrown there by Hiranyaksha, the first demon in the universe. After killing him, Lord Varaha came to Vrindavan to rest, and he rested at Vishram Ghat. So what did Varaha do at Vishram Ghat, here in Vrindavan, when he came back to take a little break before going back to Vaikuntha? Well, he was with his eternal consort, Bhumi. The Lord always has his eternal consort with him in any of his incarnations. Krishna is the source of all incarnations, so he has Sri Radha. As Narayan, he has Lakshmi Devi, and as Ram, he has Sita. Of course, ultimately, they're all expansions, those ladies, of the original Srimati Radharani. And he rescued her from the Garbhodak ocean after Hiranyaksha had thrown her there. Varaha went and rescued her on the tip of his nose, and he picked her up and put her back in orbit. Therefore, whenever you see a murti or a deity of Varaha, he has Mother Earth on his nose. So when they got to Vishram Ghat, Bhumi Devi realized this was Vrindavan. So she looked around and said, "I'm in Vrindavan. My dear husband, please tell me something about this special place." Varaha Dev therefore began speaking the glories of Vrindavan. He knows, of course, because he's an expansion of Krishna himself. He knows everything about Vrindavan. He spoke the glories of Vrindavan to Bhumi Devi millions and billions of years ago. Because it's the first place that Vrindavan's glories were spoken, when devotees come for Parikrama in Vrindavan, it's the first place they go to speak the glories of Vrindavan in Vishram Ghat. Vishram Ghat is also famous as the place where Krishna came to take rest after killing Kamsa. After killing Kamsa, he dragged the king's body through Mathura so that all the residents of Mathura could understand the tyrant is dead. So these are some of the glories of Vishram Ghat. And at Varaha Ghat, again Krishna showed his form as Varaha to a group of curious gopis. So all this is called Krishna Katha.
त्रिरेककम्बुकण्ठगे त्रिसूत्रमङ्गले गुण त्रिरत्नदीप्तिदेवे तलोलनीलकुन्तल प्रसुन्नगुच्छकुम्पिते कदाकरी शचीहम कृपाकटाक्षभाजन जय राधे जय राधे
Nanda Maharaj once said, when we see the places where Mukunda enjoyed his sporting pastimes, the rivers, hills, and forests he decorated with his feet, our minds become totally absorbed in him. And that alone is the purpose of going on Parikrama. Hare Krishna.
नितम्बबिम्बलम्बमान पुष्पमेखलागुण प्रशस्त रत्न किङ्किणि कलापमध्यमञ्जुल करिन्द सुन्द दण्डिक बरोह शोभ गौरुक कदा कृपा कटाक्ष